Hey friends, this is Not a Snow Day, the ongoing adventure YouTube series of a teacher, an educator, and a human who is experiencing the global pandemic through video screens and online at-home education. It is my second week of teaching. Today is my kids' second day of online learning in the 2020-2021 school year. I'm going to try and keep it quiet. Turns out most of my teaching career, I had neighbors who were like, Kevin, you're a little loud. And now I have children who remind me that they're in class next door and you're a little loud. I did a little bit of home soundproofing through the door. Yeah, double lined comforter is now our soundproofer. Oh yeah, and there's a dog cage in the corner, but that's a different story. We'll post that when time comes. So I'm seeing a lot of major corporations are saying that they are going to stay at home until 2021 January. Some of the big three here in Detroit are talking about June and July at the first time they'd return to the office. So it looks like we're going to be doing this for a while. And so now that I've been, online teaching this school year for 7 days, clearly an expert, I want to share some things that I've been doing. And these are absolutely for teachers, that you can work these into your lesson plans. These are absolutely for parents, that if you've got little ones or big ones who are sitting in front of a computer all day, and I know that you do because a bunch of you are complaining about it on Facebook, then I think that this is something you could use. And if you are working at home, if you're telecommuting and you're sitting through these long meetings, I honestly would love for you to do some of this stuff too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about 3 different things I've done in class this last couple days to get my kids moving, to get them energized and engaged. And then I am going to ask you to try some of them. A lot of them involve music. And what I've done is with the Bloom AV Club, who you can learn more about at www.bloom.com. They're an organization that I'm very involved with that is working at bringing training videos to parents and to kids and to teachers to help us better navigate this. They have a Spotify page. So if you check out Bloom AV Club on Spotify, and I'll put a link in the bio to both of these things, you can see some of these songs that I'm using, because I'm using a ton of music to inspire movement in my classroom, and I think you can absolutely do the same. So the first thing I did was yesterday on our day back from the long weekend, and I asked all my students to stand up, and I had tied this to a lesson. We were doing feedback critiques, and I looked at some avant-garde fashion. And then after we looked at some fashion, some wild designs, we're practicing giving helpful, specific, kind feedback. We looked at them online. I played RuPaul's classic Supermodel. You may be familiar with the chorus, "You Gotta Work." And I played it really loud, and there was a 30-second walk-off. And I would say about 50 to 60% of my 8th graders stood up and walked around their room. About 10 or 15% of them kind of slayed. But most of us, we just walked around. And this is a great way for you to get a break. So put a time on it. Now that's a key element to this. It's like a 30-second, and I keep a timer. And then we walk around, and some kids walked out of the room, they came back, love to see the parents' faces, like, what are you doing? Like, Mr. Ozar made us. So you can do this at a meeting. You can absolutely do this in a meeting. Maybe your teachers aren't doing this. I totally hope that you are having an experience like I'm having, which is in between class breaks, my daughters and I are meeting in the kitchen and talking about what happened in class and who they have. This is great. Like, hey Alexa, turn on RuPaul's Supermodel, and then just turn it up and walk around the house and have a mini dance party. Totally works, totally gets people energized. And the great things about the songs is when they're over, even 3-4 minutes, people are tired. They feel like they got the zoomies out and they can sit back down. So that's one thing you can do. Another song I've been playing in the morning as my kids are coming into class is a song called Wide Awake by a band called the Parquet Courts. I saw the Parquet Courts live at the Marble Bar here in Detroit way back when we went to go see live music. I'm pretty sure I lost some of my hearing at that show, but it's a really fun song. It's great for as we're getting warmed up, if you're having morning meeting, if you just want to have some music playing in your waiting room. And I highly encourage people who are having business meetings or whatever kind of meetings people have, put some music on from 5 minutes till, that if the meeting's at 8:55 to 9:03. Put some music on. People come in, it's kind of upbeat, it's kind of something going on there. So check that out. And I'm going to put that on the playlist as well, the Parquet Courts. We've got RuPaul. And the other thing is something that I am going to employ tomorrow. We've got some lecture coming up in my classes tomorrow. And one of the things I'm going to have the kids do is just take a blank page in their notebook. And I'm going to have them write the word bored, right? So B-O-R-E-D. I'm going to have them write the word bored. I did it right here on my pad. And then I'm going to play the Devo song, Uncontrollable Urge. You probably know Devo from Whip It, but Mark Mothersbaugh and the boys from Akron, Ohio have all kinds of great, quirky, upbeat songs. This works for all ages. And I'm going to have the kids write bored, and I'm going to put on the song Uncontrollable Urge. I'm going to have them take a piece of paper, and I'm going to have the kids rip it up. Yeah, you could use any word you want. You could use, tired. You could use the word not paying attention. Those are a couple words. But you can do anything that you don't want anymore and rip it up in a little piece of paper and then blast the Devo song, Uncontrollable Urge, and then have them throw it all over the place. Yes, it's going to make a mess. And yes, it's going to be hilarious. And yes, then you have the kids run around the room as fast as they can and pick up all the pieces of paper. And that's the uncontrollable urge. Just get rid of boredom. Just throw it all over the place. That'll be so fun. That will be so silly. Your kids will absolutely remember that you did this. Now, if you're not a teacher, you're at home and you're a teacher facilitating learning for your students, you can absolutely have them rip up a piece of, like, I'm bored or I'm tired, or I don't want to go to any more meetings. Like, all right, cool, let's write all that down. And then throw it up while listening to Uncontrollable Urge by Devo or any song that's kind of fun for you. So subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want more ideas, because I'm going to keep telling you guys what's going on in my classes and see if I can help you out with some engagement and energizers. Use these in your meetings. Use them at home just to kind of help your kids move around, have some sillies, get the zoomies out. Make your own confetti, throw it around the room. I mean, really, who cares? It's just paper. Have fun. For those of you who are in the business world who are watching this, I would love for you to take some old initiative. Remember the Stevenson Protocol? We've been running that for 17 years at this company. And then write down Stevenson Protocol and then have them have a confetti party in their home office. And that's how you tell people we're not doing the Stevenson Protocol anymore. Stevenson Protocol, what were we thinking? We got to keep it light. We got to keep it fun. We got to keep moving. Kinesthetic movement is key for us staying healthy, staying sane, and actually helping learning when we're in front of screens all day. Subscribe to this, like it, share it with people if you want. Check out that playlist, the Bloom AV Club website as well for more hints and tips. I'm Kevin Ozar. We're all in this together. Stay well.